Hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Daily Magic. My name is SlytherinKnight, and I'm so happy you could join me. Today's daily is just to cast 20 white or blue spells, so we're not going to waste too much time. Option-wise, we have a few options. We have our life gain, artifacts, bats, birds, and our Oculus. We're not going to use the Oculus deck. This one's probably I'm going to retire this one once rotation rolls around. Once rotation comes around, I'll probably end up retiring this deck. So I think what we're going to do some artifacts today. We've only, I think, used this deck once before. The main strategy here is that you have 6 copies of Sid Timeless Artificer, because his whole thing is artifact creatures and heroes you control get +1/+1 for each Artificer you control, and each Artificer card in your graveyard. Then the idea here is that, you have one of these guys on the field to trigger that ability, and all the other ones you cycle into your graveyard for card draw. It's kind of the idea. The other artificers that can help with this, Urza, I think, is really the only other one. So yeah. Other than that, it's kind of what you'd expect. Some pretty low cost artifact creatures that are meant to get bumped up by Sid, Urza, and Unctus, or whatever. So that's kind of the idea, is have these guys buff up your other creatures. So we'll see how it goes. The last time we used the deck, I think it went relatively well. So here's hoping, right? Here's hoping. This could definitely be better. Starting off with the tap land is not great here, but I'd rather not. Oh, well, it looks like we might get the win anyway. Jeez. How many times did they just do that? I counted at least 3 mulligans. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. Well, I guess it didn't matter. I guess her hand didn't matter, because, yeah, to me, I'm pretty sure I saw 3 different mulligans. There might have been more. I'm kind of the opinion, if you've had to do 2 mulligans and the deck is, like, your hand is still unworkable, just concede there. Because once you go down to having 4 cards in hand to start with, it's not a good time. You can still win. I mean, there are people that can still win, decks that can still win, but still, it's a very significant uphill battle. So I feel for my opponent. I hate that. I've had to do that once or twice. Thankfully never really in a recording, but sometimes it probably should have. But hey, we'll take it. Hate it when that happens, and it's really it's really too bad. I love kind of like half of the fun of Magic for me is seeing what my opponent is playing. Like seeing what they've come up with, or what deck they're running, or something like that. Oof. I'm gonna mulligan this. This is better. This is marginally better. What do we have? Another land. Pass with that. I'd rather wait, potentially get lost something else, if they play something bigger. Nope, just another Pyromancer. Joy. Yeah, go ahead. You're not going to keep it. Probably go with Memory Guardian next. Oh, I didn't realize Memory Guardian is an Artificer as well. Yeah, I didn't realize that. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, I can't lose the card I have is the problem. Jeez, nice. Well done, well done. And that's a game, because it takes me to 3. I can block one thing. They have 3 things attacking. Yeah, just go for it. Yep. Kind of an odd mono red, not one I've seen before. If our opponent had been just a little bit slower, if everything had been the same, just our opponent having a little bit of a slower deck, we might have been able to do something there. But no such luck. Bob the Barbarian. Yeah, nothing wrong with his hand. Except for nothing on turn 2, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, nothing on turn 2, which is a little annoying, but... Ooh, Authority. Joy. Really? Another one? Oh, sorry. I was not paying attention. That takes me to 6, so I might actually... I'm going to wait on using Steel Seraph, since I can do it next turn for full. Oh, come on, man. There goes Sid. Really? There's, like, no point of doing that. It's kind of an interesting choice. Darn, that is unfortunate. So what do I get rid of here? Probably you. Yeah, we'll get rid of... We'll do this. Oh no, it wouldn't matter. Because I could do this, but then I wouldn't... Oh, wait, yeah, let's do this. You, yes. Yep. Resolve, pay it. Which gets that, take that. And we're going to buff you. And you. Now the only problem is, can they get 6 damage? They can get 4, but can they get 6? Okay, that takes them to 5 damage. And that makes it to where I can't play a creature. Because that takes me to 1. I lose life if they do that, so unfortunate. And I'm pretty sure no matter what I do here, I lose. So we're just I'm gonna do this because I don't know how that trigger works. I would assume, yeah. But it's what it is. At least that way we got another a little bit more progress towards our daily. Yeah, they had me. There's nothing I can do there, unfortunately. I could have just attacked, but with no way of getting rid of their creature on the field, yeah, is what it is. And unfortunately, I do believe that's where we're going to wrap up things for today. If you happen to enjoy this episode, which I do sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And if you happen to be new to the channel, hello, welcome, and please do consider subscribing. And to stay up to date for whenever new content is released, don't forget to hit that bell icon after you subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you all next time.